Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is weekly favorites time and I'm excited to shop my stash and show you some of the things that I've been loving this week. It's been a interesting and tough week, and makeup has been a little bit of joy and light in the week. I actually have one product in here though, aside from the absolute favorites that I'm going to share with you, that is a total fail. And so I've been testing it out for a while. Stay tuned for the end because I'm going to go ahead and share that one with you last. One favorite is my new setup. I've been trying really hard to figure out the best way for me to film, how the best light is, and all of that good stuff. So I feel like I finally found it. I enjoy my setup the way it is, and so that's my first favorite. And then I want to go ahead and share some of the makeup products I've been loving. So first of all, it's a brush. This brush from Real Techniques is the sculpting brush. It's a very densely packed brush. Like, there's not a lot of give there, which I've really been enjoying for foundation. So I've been using this to apply foundation, and what I love about the shape as well is that it makes it really easy to get in there and blend concealer also, because it has this sort of narrower pinched ferrule that makes the bristles a little bit thinner, but it's really soft, it's really dense, so it blends nicely, and that shape just makes it easy to maneuver all around your face. So I've been loving that. I think it's technically meant for contouring, but I'm loving it for foundation. All right, another product I've been loving is from Makeup Geek and Kathleen Lights. It's this trio. I reviewed it, or showed it to you in another video, and I've really been enjoying it this week. I love the variety of choices in here. This pink this pink highlight reminds me a lot of the Rose Quartz one that I've been loving. So if you couldn't get your hands on Rose Quartz, you could try picking this one up. The only difference is that Rose Quartz is a pretty subtle highlight, and this one is a pretty intense highlight. You can see that sheen from space. So just be aware of that. But in terms of like the tone of that sort of champagne-y pink shade, it's really beautiful. And the one that I'm wearing today and that I've been really loving is this one. It's the lighter gold shade, and it's absolutely beautiful. I've really been going back and forth between these two. This one I feel like is a gorgeous bronzer topper for me because it's just a little bit deeper. So I'm feeling like I'm gonna get more use out of this one in the summertime in particular, but I love these two so much, and I definitely think this palette is absolutely worth it because you get 3 giant highlights and it's like a $30 palette. So I think Makeup Geek still has this. I would definitely check it out if you are interested in trying their highlighters, because you get 3 and they're all beautiful shades. All right, another product for the face that I've been loving is this blush by e.l.f. It's one of their pressed mineral blushes, and it's in the shade Wanderlust. It's this gorgeous sort of berry mauve-y shade. I'm wearing it today and I love it. I feel like it's the perfect fall blush shade. It's neutral enough, it's not a hot pink, it's not a hot coral, it's neutral enough that it really goes with a lot of looks, but it's just a little bit deeper, which I think really makes it suitable for berry lips and for, smoky shadow looks and that kind of thing. So I've been really loving that. And, another brush, back to highlight. I've been loving this brush for highlight. This is the e.l.f. highlight brush. I think that's what it's called. Their brushes now just say e.l.f. on them. They don't actually have the names or numbers anymore, but it's very nicely tapered. I mean, gosh, this brush is good. Let's just apply some highlight right now so that, we can enjoy it. So I'm loving how the way that these bristles are cut along the side just pick up the perfect amount of product. I'm not sure if you can see that on there. It just distributes the product perfectly. So it really goes on nicely, and you have highlight, especially because these are, I feel like they can be built up to be pretty intense, but it's blended. So I love the way it just blends out the product. I think it's soft, it feels good, and it applies highlight perfectly. So if you're looking for a brush specifically for that purpose, this one is great. And if you didn't want it for highlight, it would also be really good for setting the under eye area because of its size and its taper. All right, I have a couple of lip products to share with you. One is a lip liner, and it's from Model Co. This thing has been really fantastic lately. It's my exact shade of lip color. Like, it matches my lips perfectly. So when I line with it, I can wear any lipstick, and it just creates a nice base for everything and kind of fills in some of the areas around my lips that are uneven, and I've been loving it. I could put it on and just put a balm on and you wouldn't see a weird lip liner line because it just matches so perfectly. The packaging is kind of funny to me because the end of it would have you believe that it is a hot pink lip liner, and it's definitely not. It's definitely this nude shade. And the name of it is actually Illusion Lip Liner. So I think it's meant to be a really natural color that just blends in with your lips. So it's like an illusion of the perfect lip line. Another lip product I've been loving is this Urban Decay lipstick. I miss these lipsticks that they used to make. I know they have the Vice ones now, but these are some of my favorites. The packaging for this is it's hefty. It's like a joy to hold in the hand. The metal is just beautiful and sort of undulating. It has such a gorgeous design. But this shade and formula is fantastic. This is their original formula, and it's the shade Fiend. And it's the most beautiful nude color. I mean, I love the shade so very much. If you look better in pinky nudes, you would love this shade. Now, I have seen these actually recently on Haute Look. I've seen them at Nordstrom Rack, so you can still find these lipsticks for sure. They're just not part of their current lineup. So if you're curious about, trying out this formula, it's so good and creamy and long lasting. There's some weight to it. But the shade that I'm loving right now is Fiend. All right, you guys, one last product that I've really been loving this week is my Milani Everyday Eyes in the 04 Plum Basics collection. Love their packaging. I think it's fantastic. This little brush is handy. I don't prefer to use it over my, regular brushes, but it can be really good because it's kind of petite size for getting in the inner corner, for, a variety of tasks. But the shades in here are so, so pretty. I'm actually wearing only the matte shades today for my eye look. So they're just such blendable mattes. I'm so impressed with them. Sometimes mattes at the drugstore can be tricky, patchy, not very pigmented, but these are great. So I love the cream shade. Look at that pigmentation. It's phenomenal. And then the taupey shade that goes in the crease, it's like a cool, neutrally taupey brown. It's so good for the crease. And then on the outer corner, I'm wearing this warm plum color. Look at those three shadows. Oh, they're so, so nice. So my whole look is made up of this today, but I've also been loving the two pink shades. This one has glitter in it, and it's like opal glitter. So it's really pretty, but I definitely recommend applying with a wet brush so you don't end up with glitter all over your face because there's some fallout there. But if you want the same kind of sheen without the glitter, you can definitely go for this shimmer shade that's in the palette, and it is gorgeous as well. So I just highly recommend this palette. I think it's so nice and it's so affordable. It's like a $10 palette, and you can always buy Milani when things are on sale. All right, you guys, are you ready for the fail product? I swear I've been trying to make this product work, but it just absolutely doesn't work for me. And it's a product from Physicians Formula. It's their concealer twin. So it has the color correcting yellow on one side, and it has the concealer shade on the other side. And it's kind of convenient packaging because it's all in one sort of thing. So it's a regular doe foot and all that jazz. So it's pretty, pretty standard. What I noticed when I first opened this was that the texture reminded me a lot of my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And so that's what I was really excited about and really hoping to find with particularly the traditional concealer shade end of this. I tried and tried, you guys, but it's just not working for me. One issue I have with the Urban Decay concealer is that it can accentuate dry areas. And so my under eye area has to be in the perfect condition before I can apply that. And it does an amazing job when everything is working right. This one I feel like takes that up a notch. So it almost like creates dry areas that you didn't even know were there. There's more texture going on around my eyes when I wear this than I would want there to be. I'm not sure if we can see it if I zoom you in, but I'm going to try to show you up close what my eye area looks like. I used the color corrector and I feel like there's just a tinge of yellow still coming through. I feel like the more I blended, the more the product kind of just moved around, and so even, you know, my dark circles aren't perfectly concealed. So it just is a complete fail for me. It's not a good one. So I may continue to use just the concealer end alone and not use the color corrector, because I think just layering this is a bad idea for that texture situation. So I may try to use this product up, but I just am not loving it. All right, you guys, sorry to end on a sour note, but I wanted to give you a heads up on that product because I don't really think it's worth purchasing. I definitely recommend the other things though, between the Real Techniques and e.l.f. brushes, Makeup Geek, Milani. I have some things here today that I'm really enjoying. So I hope you enjoyed shopping my stash with me, and I hope you're having an amazing week, and I will catch you next time. Bye.